Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing this Vampire Air Elementalist of Kikubakudka for week 6 of the Crawl Sudden Death Challenge. And by God, I hope you watched the last episode. You know, if you guys are still here, give yourselves a pat on the back. This has been quite a series. We got the golden rune? Let's admire it. Yeah, look at them runes, guys. We got the gossamer rune, we got the golden rune. And next up, the bone rune from Tartarus, somewhere down there in the pits of hell. But not in any big hurry to get there. I'm going to go get some experience and some piety in depths, which, I don't know, it's not going to be a walk in the park, but at least it won't be as slow as Tomb. I hope we can all get behind that. I don't know, it's not going to be, like, fast either, the way this character's been going. Oops. I accidentally abjured that mummy, but... 2 Anubis guards. Let's... Just because we're getting out of Tomb doesn't mean we can ignore all the threats in Tomb. Still gotta be careful of all of these Anubis guards, apparently. Fortunately, I got, like, 1,000,000 charges on this Rod of Destruction here. Because I have 2 rods of destruction, I should say. And I just have nothing better to use them on than you guys. And yeah, Ettins, I don't get dead, I don't care. Alright, Anubis guards, you can just peace out forever. I am gonna fly right on by ya. And that's probably enough distance. We can just get some experience killing mummies and dragons and so on now. And we're out of Tomb. Thank goodness. Let's head back to the dungeon. It's gonna be a long walk. But, you know, here's some tormentors. Oh my gosh, you guys. Flayed ghosts can flay us. Curse skulls, they can torment us. Isn't that horrifying? No, it's not, because we have Dispel Undead, and we're bloodless, and we just went through Tomb, which is like the worst for torment. If you can make it in Tomb, you can make it anywhere. Oh, sorry. Okay. I imagine you guys don't mind. I'm playing some music for myself while I do these recordings. I think in almost every recording I've had some music going. I don't let it get onto the video because I don't imagine you guys care too much what I listen to, and I just don't like when I'm watching videos or watching streams for myself. I don't really want to see what you know, I'd like to listen to the streamer, or as the case may be, the person recording, but I don't really usually want to listen to their music. I've got my own music that I like to listen to, and, you know, if they're both on the same sound audio track, it's kind of hard to manage if the person is streaming their own music. So I'm not. I hope that doesn't bother any of you guys. I imagine it doesn't. I guess it's more of like a Twitch thing, streaming. Not a lot of people do music for their own YouTube recordings, do they? I guess. I don't know. I guess I don't watch a lot. Most games, I suppose, have their own music, and so then it's just like, well, of course you would stream or record that, right? Like I've certainly seen plenty of content, you know, what games come to mind? Like Hearthstone, right? It has some of its own music, although some of my favorite streams are the ones where they don't really play the music or play it very quietly. I find it pretty obnoxious for streams. All right, into depths. I can unexclude this staircase. Let's go double check the rules. Week 6, Tier 2. Get tier 1 and enter only the tier 1 branches, Depths, Vestibule, and Tartarus. Okay, this is Depths. We will enter it. And everyone can see now, I think. No, I guess it doesn't broadcast that I entered too. Depths, whatever. Does it? I don't know. It might. No. So depths, you know, there's some stuff here. I'm gonna, I guess, keep my Rod of Destruction handy because it should do a pretty okay job at killing the first batch of monsters, so to speak. And where's my other Rod of Destruction? B. Oh my gosh, lightning rods. Spriggans are so dodgy. And I didn't even get a dang corpse out of him. And again, I mean, I could just ask Kiku for some corpses here. Whoa, one of those rods is not marked as do not attack. Not A. Okay. Gotta be careful with these things. I think it would warn me, but I've been so careful with all the rest. It would be quite a shame if I actually did need them all, and then like I forgot on this one. I'm carrying so much junk. Junk. I actually do want that digging now. I dropped one other thing of digging, and the one I have now is fine. I mean, it's not junk though. It's all good. Like, I don't know. I've got those potions. One of them I don't need. Oof. Sustain attributes. I don't need that. There we go. Stop going down there. This is like an awkward place to go. Just like having to fight in the water. Leather of cold resistance. No thanks. Yeah, okay, so I can't. I gotta go out there. That was sort of a kind of pointless exclusion if I. What is the deal in here? There's just a ton of plants, and like it's really hard to get anywhere. Oh my gosh, did I? I attacked the plant but did no damage. It doesn't ask for a capital Y, and I hit it, and I pressed Y to move northwest. I don't know. I'll tell Peebler that one doesn't count. He's the guy in charge. Okay, that feels a bit silly. Does that mean I won't get warnings about attacking barehanded other times? I don't really know. I think if you like wield a weapon, it resets your warning. I don't know. It should be fine. Like attacking unarmed with 0 unarmed combat at level 23. I think it's fairly clear that that was not a way I was going to kill an enemy. God, stop friggin' going in there, you stupid auto explorer. Jeez. Ugh. Octopode Crusher I don't like one bit. Let's get out the Rod of Ignition for this guy. And then Destruction. Yeah, I don't like him at all. And then the other Destruction. Yeah, bleed, be dead. Those are some curious sounds my mouth was making there. But finally, we have a simulacrum. We are ready for the depths. Gateway to Hell, sure. Not in any hurry to go there, although I could. It would be allowed. And I could still get the bonus even, although, you know, again, it's not really a great plan. If come on, stop resisting. There, we got him. Now he's wounded. And I'm just gonna dodge him for a while, see how this axe is doing. Looks like it didn't work, didn't finish him off. Nope. I take it back, the axe is still on the job. Did we get a corpse? We did, and great. Now we actually have not a whole army, but the start of an army anyway. And a new book. Book of Cantrips. I'll pass. I've already got all that. There's plenty of good cantrips, but I've already got them all. Here's some sort of hell thing, right? Gateway to, oh, Pandemonium, sure. Nothing in here looks terribly frightening. Just some little demons. Anyway, I was mentioning earlier that I play some music, and why would you guys care? Why did I even bring it up? Because something went wrong with the music stream and it stopped, and I was like, what? Oh, why am I carrying? Okay, there are lots of dumb questions that I really are good questions about dumb behavior, such as, why am I still carrying this Lantern of Shadows? Why am I shooting a Blizzard Demon with lightning when he is immune to lightning? And it says he completely resists, and I'm like, oh, that means I should just do it again, right? It does not mean that. Now, Bolt of Fire, that's more like it. Ignition? Nah, that's not very good, just because of all these zombie simulacra things around. I don't have a way to kill this stuff. Come on. I guess I just need some more corpses, you know. I was hoping to get into Kiku's good graces a little faster than... I picked up the Lantern of Shadows. A little faster than that, but it's fine. How much blood do I have? Enough. This ought to take care of everything, I think. And it did. Great. I got a bunch of slime creatures in here, but all these simulacra should do just fine. Yeah, I love getting this army. So I was thinking about, what am I going to do in Tartarus? I don't remember if I mentioned this. Like, you could fight Ereshkigal, and with all these simulacra, that fight could conceivably go quite well, I would think. Not necessarily, but it might. Like, they can just pour out a lot of damage. And she's resistant to cold, but not immune. But, you know, there's some risk in doing that. And so I was thinking also of, like, trying to blink in there, or fly in bat form. Like, I only have 3 scrolls of blinking. And I don't think I want to just, like, blink straight by her, but I could use 1 or 2 blinks, perhaps, to get past her to the rune, then apport it and teleport away. You know, the bonus, of course, is you have to get the rune. It doesn't say you got to kill Ereshkigal. There's no... you don't even get any points in... Well, you might get a couple points in Crawl, I suppose, for killing monsters. But mostly, it's for getting the rune and winning the game, and doing it fast. That's the priority. Oh gosh, I can't hit buttons. I've been playing too much Crawl today. And so, you know, just stealing the rune is fine. And I would happily do it. I'm just not sure it's the safest thing to do. Whoa! It turned into a shock serpent. All right. Well, that's exciting. And And so then I started thinking, you know, maybe what I should just do is, and apologies if I've already said all this stuff, I don't think I have, is that maybe what I ought to do is just steal the rune, like I was saying, except start by just dropping a bunch of simulacra on her to distract her. Oh, that's all my allies. All right, well, get to it. And let's drop this stupid Lantern of Shadows. Well, I really can't just be missing with every attack. That's not really great for me. I gotta remember to wield this Staff of the Death rather when I make Simulacra, because it does help somehow, even though I still don't know how. That Hornet is not going to know what hit him. Oh, Dispel Missiles fell off. And again, I forgot to do the thing. Wow, this Depths floor has been absolutely a breeze. It's not over, but it's just about over. And this Etten, yeah, no problem. And we got some nice Etten Simulacra as well. One, apparently. There are monsters nearby. There sure are. Thanks for letting me know. A lot of ugly things, it looks like. But it seems like just some lightning ought to take care of them, I would think. Try the other lightning rod now. Yeah, there they go. And I know, I didn't have the... I attacked the plant. I sort of meant to be attacking the ugly thing, honestly. And then I like told them even to attack the plant, which is like further dumb, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. I'm honestly feeling great about this Depths floor. Oh, a Ring of Strength. Don't need it. Thanks. That went superbly well. No danger at all. Hardly had to use any piety. Probably gained more piety than we spent. Almost certainly. And completely forgot to ever cast Ozcuba's Armor. Why am I training charms if I'm not even going to cast like the best charm there is? Second best. Haste is first. Haste is the best. I will give it that. But Ozcuba's Armor is, I think, a close second, or at least pretty good. Good. We killed all this stuff, and look at this. What's about to happen is I'm going to cast Simulacrum with my Staff of Death on, and by golly, I got 7 Stone Giant Simulacra. And that sure does help. On the other hand, this dang dragon dude is kind of in an awkward position. Let's all get over here, huh? It's not working. I don't know, maybe trying to micromanage them is not the right answer. Identify! I've got all these rings, or one ring anyway. Wow. That's an interesting ring. Huh. Hmm? I mean, the resists are pretty good. But I don't need the cold resist. The dex plus 10 is how good is that? So my evasion is 37. And if I put this on, it's 40. So I gain like 3 evasion. That doesn't really seem worth it, honestly. It's obviously better unless I like need to teleport or I get hit and then corroded. So I think that the disadvantages outweigh the advantages. Because when you need to teleport, you usually want to do it in a bit of a hurry. And corrosion can make bad situations worse. If my resists were worse, I would wear that. I think it's okay. But I can afford not to wear that, and so I'm not going to. God, is this big spiral thing again? I guess there's just a lot of spiral-shaped depths vaults. Because I don't think this is the same one I was thinking of when I first saw it. Oh, I do still have zombies. I thought they were all gone. How many? 1? 2? They're not zombies, but you know. We're not going to be racist here, and we can call them zombies or whatever, and we're all colorblind, so... Yeah, it's this one, though. I don't like this. This one's nasty. The whole level is just like one big spiral that wraps in on itself, and like in the middle are all the stairs, or... No, I guess it's only for the... If you find this on depths 5, then the stairs are all in the middle, and it's horrible. Here, it's not such a big deal because I had this on some recent game. I don't know if it was my last game. Maybe. No. It was on my Formicid Artificer, who I lost on the orb run before I got back to this floor. That was a sad day. I have made brief mention of this character previously. It was very sad. I actually skipped this floor. I just got partway through and was like, you know what? Forget it. Let's just get some corpses. I don't want to keep spamming the stupid rods. Yeah. Let's do it like for real, please. Like, it's just so much easier with these simulacra. Oh my gosh, I am like, this music thing is a disaster today. What happened? What did I close? Okay, I closed what I meant to close. Whew! I thought I had broken the recording or something. But no, we're still going. Sound's still on. Okay, we're back. That is to say I'm paying attention to the game again. That's a nice thing about Crawl, is that like it's turn-based. You know, you can always just look away for a while, work on whatever else needs your attention without having to get to a particular point where it's convenient to stop playing, or... Wait. Oh, I see. Yeah. Alright, so just kill the Eden. Charm's level 10. That's pretty good. How much is Ozkuba's armor worth now? 11 armor! It was worth 10 earlier, guys! Alright, we're maybe not getting the most advantage out of these charms things, but I don't know, I'm kind of hoping I find haste somewhere. Right? Like, is that a thing that could happen? If it did, how learnable would it be? 10. Like, I could totally cast haste right now if I could just find it. That would be great. Not as good as if I could cast Controlled Blink, but that's like a level 8 spell now. Ugh. And much harder for a vampire to learn than charms. So we're not going to be casting Controlled Blink anytime soon. Ever on this character, really. It's just not going to happen. Oh my gosh, these simulacra like do not have an easy time with ice dragons, apparently. It's fine, I can help out when I have to. I heard a shout, so I'm just gonna not be in there, I guess, while I heal up a little. Getting a nice store of hit points, actually. Like, 188 is... I don't know, I always thought vampires were kind of fragile, but I guess they're not. Like, this is only 17 fighting, which is plenty. but it's not a ton. Another identify. We can finally find out what this amulet we've been lugging around is. It's... Huh. You know, if those resists were anything other than what they are, it would be amazing. As is, it's pretty alright. But, not that great. I guess it would let me switch my armor slot to something else, but there's nothing better really around. Like that ring mail with fire resistance is pretty cool. It would improve my resists, but now that I've got Azukubu's armor, I actually have better armor in leather than, or robe, I guess is what I'm wearing, than in ring. So I mean, this amulet is it's good. It's an amulet of clarity, which I would love to have available. And on top of that, it's got some other bonuses, but it's not what I'm going to wear all the time, probably. Not yet, anyway. Wield. Let me put my Rod of Destruction on B, so that when I say to switch between A and B, it goes somewhere sensible. This ice dragon, like, just the ice dragons in here are weirdly nimble, dodging a lot of attacks. Kiku, yes, please. Oh, it's so great getting all these corpses and then just steamrolling this stuff, I hope. Like, just, everybody, just go nuts. Kill whatever you can find. Yeah, look at all these simulacra. Like, this is such... the piety that this costs is like nothing. You get 20 simulacra, and they just kill everything for you. Kiku's corpse request ability is amazing. I never really thought about it before. Oh my gosh, 6,666. That's very spooky. That's the amount of gold we have, in case you weren't paying too much attention. The only thing is my armor is a little... Or not my armor, my MP is a little low. And let's just rod all this stuff. Oh, and let's recall while we're doing this. Oh, that was terrible! Now they're in the way! What a dumb idea! Alright, well, I got a few of them anyway. And we're up to 5 pips, so Kiku doesn't mind at all. Can I get a... It looks like I can get this shot. It's the only shot I can really do without damaging any of my zombies, but that's fine. Kill him, please. Oh yes, this zombie army. Kill him, please. This is the best. I'm a fan, Kiku. And it seems like I ought to be able to do the same thing in Tartarus, really. Like, there'll be some dangerous monsters for sure. But most of it, there's going to be less torment than there was in Tomb, I think. It'll certainly be less concentrated. And, you know, you can deal with it by just... There won't be monsters that summon a whole bunch of stuff. I can just have this army and recall it on top of anyone who looks funny at me. And they should just collapse. So I feel great about this build now, actually. Any corpses? Yes, there's one up here. So I'm just like sort of hoovering right now. That's my job on this team. Just anytime these guys leave behind useful materials, just scoop them up, turn them into more zombies. Okay, Caustic Strikes, that's fun. If you are like someone who likes to be killed, then it would be lots of fun. But I have 37 evasion, so they should miss fairly often. All the same, though, I don't want to mess around with this. Yep, it's corroding me already. And that's one down. There's still 3 left. Come on, Lasty, give me a break. We don't need this many Caustic Strikes in our lives. Some Etten corpses would really do the trick here. Everybody kill this Caustic Strike, please. Yeah, I'm getting corroded a little more. Wow! 7 Caustic Strikes! I don't know if you guys can see, but I just highlighted that. Seven Caustic Strikes. This is disgusting. I gotta get out of here. This is terrible. Yeah, I mean, man, I was just trying to. They're so fast. Yeah, really read it, please. Okay. Ah, look at them. They're beady little bird eyes. Blah. Alright, let's get out of here before they find out we teleported to not very far away. Shrikes can't open doors! Shrikes can't open doors! Ugh. Oh, buckler. Yuck. Blah. I've had some unpleasant experience with Caustic Shrikes. And if I were in full fighting form there, I think it would be just fine. But I was not. I was low on magic. My army was kind of falling apart. And there's 7 Caustic Shrikes! Oh, I don't know if you guys have seen any Caustic Shrikes on this channel before. I don't remember, but they were added in 0.16, and they there's an entry in the LearnDB, you know, where someone says, what's the deal with Caustic Shrikes? And someone says, they're like jellies glued to bees. That was just pretty accurate. I don't know. I just think it's cute. They're just very, very fast, high evasion, high attack threats who cover you with acid so that other attacks do more damage to you. And their attacks do more damage to you. Acid kind of stacks with itself in that way. Like, the more corroded you are, the easier it is to corrode you. It's just really no fun at all getting corroded. What am I doing? Attack the Tengu Reaver, please? There we go. The Caustic Shrikes heard me, it sounds like. You hear so many screeches. Can I make... Oh, there's another buckler. I want to try on some of these bucklers. Poison resistance. Protection. That's pretty good, actually. Let's work on shields as well. I just need to get it to level 4, I think, to cancel out spellcasting penalties and evasion penalties. Right now my spells are all at 1%, so the spellcasting penalties are not a big deal. And the evasion penalty seems to be 1, but I'd still like to get rid of it, and it'll help just have a little bit of shields. So... Shrikes, though, man. Not even once. Where was that stone giant? Looks like he didn't leave a corpse wherever he was. We're going to keep Ozaku's armor up. And the minute we see any friggin' birds... Oh, there's already corpses here still. That's convenient. I thought they'd be gone by now. Kiku gave me corpses, allegedly multiple. But apparently there's only one. The others must have fallen into the lava or something? Yeah, that ought to attract the shrikes. I'm gonna try to get in here and make some corpses, or some simulacra. I mean, I'd like to make corpses too, don't get me wrong. I really want to get that in. But it just looks like this is not a good place to stand. This is the part of the vault that I do not like, the center part here. It is nasty. You know, I can dispel the flayed ghost, no problem, but whoa, what killed all my dudes? Jeepers creepers. I guess I'm getting out of here. At least I don't have to teleport this time. Right? I can outrun a Spriggan. Yeah, just barely. Oh, but no, not a Berserk Spriggan, which I guess should not be a surprise to me. I could just keep trying to fly away. His Berserk will wear out eventually. If I turn and fight, like, I'll lose all my... Well, I'll lose a little evasion, but I'll gain a bunch of armor. But the problem is I don't have any magic to, like, actually do anything to him. I guess I have rods, so let's stop Bat Form, I guess. Cast Azukubu's armor. And get out the lightning rod. Actually, this Berserk Elephant could be an issue. I sort of thought that the Spriggan was the bigger problem. And if I can kill him, the elephant will go away. Let's get out the other lightning rod. That ought to finish him off. But now there's more Spriggans, and I don't want to Bat Form away because he's got Airstrike, which ignores your evasion and does extra damage to flying for targets. I think that's how I lost most of my health on the way out, was to just 1 or 2 airstrikes. I lost all my armor because I was in Bat Form, and it did extra damage because I was in Bat Form. Like, I just didn't deal very well with the Spriggans here on the retreat. The 2 of them sort of teamed up on me. If I had magic, I could deal with this guy pretty effectively, I imagine. But with empty rods and no health and no magic... Boy, it sounds dire when I say it that way, doesn't it? But I think I can just teleport. It should be fine. Yeah, so the airstrike did like no damage when I'm actually landed and wearing armor. Oh, hello. We're in the end vault. All right, well, that's exciting, although not really great. Let's drink some blood while I can here and heal up. I was hoping nobody would notice me. Do I have any useful... Not wands, but I do have these, like, evocables? So let's get out the Lamp of Fire, I suppose. And maybe a Box of Beasts as well? I'm not going to shout or anything. Ah! Get me out of here. That stuff is nasty. Okay, we got him. We got him. Here come the Shrikes. I don't think the stuff I have right now is enough to make me feel healthy against Shrikes, so I'm going to teleport again. Yeah, maybe one Shrike I would feel okay about, but since I don't really have a way to damage him anyway, I wouldn't feel great. Yeah. Okay. Let's back up as much as we can. All right, got out of there. I was ready with a blink if I had to, but I'm glad I didn't have to. Not a scroll. I didn't even need a scroll blinking, just a blink to get further away, like cast the spell blink. God, those Shrikes, though. So many Shrikes. How is that fair? I could just leave alone the center there, honestly. It's just such a mess in there. Every time I've seen this vault, it's been like you just don't want to go in there. And it looks like I have a choice this time. I can go down here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't see any need to engage all of those Shrikes. Even if I could split them, if I could split them up, it would be no big deal. But, oh, hello, yikes. But 6 or 7 Caustic Shrikes will tear through a lot of Simulacra. I mean, and vice versa. A lot of Simulacra will do a fair amount of damage, but... this is like the same place. I don't want to be here very badly, really. Oh, don't wield that potion that used to be. Yes. I put it in the... Did I hear shrieks? I heard screeches and shouts. It was a lightning bolt that came out of that. All right. I'm going to bat form so that my moves are fast and I have a good reaction time to whenever a friggin' Shrike shows up. Like, this should be enough Simulacra to deal with all these Yaktars easily. And you would think that it could deal with just about anything. But Shrikes are exempt from laws like that. I don't know, I spent too much magic on... Are those stairs? No, that's a gateway to hell. Where are the other stairs? Oh, they're in here, of course. Well, forget it. We're going down these stairs. These are the safe stairs. There's some kind of nasty stuff downstairs, but there is just nothing in the world that is going to convince me to fight those Shrikes. Let's just do only shields until we're at 4, I suppose. Everyone get that Entropy Weaver, please. Down he goes. I wonder how many times this game I have asked Kiku for corpses. That's an interesting question. I'm going to go ask real quick. Receive corpses. 105 times this game. Interesting fact. Well, here's 106. Yaktars, Tengu, Frost Giants. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. We want the good Simulacra. I mean, we want all the Simulacra, honestly, but Everybody kill everything. That's my orders. Yes. Zombies everywhere. What even happened to that fire giant? He just disappeared. Oh, I'm using the wrong weapon. I'm raising zombies with my rods instead of my staff of death. Level 24, great! Let's pick up some more intelligence, perhaps? Sure. Spells are pretty cool. Is this the game where I have there's no Akashic record this game. That was one of the practice games. I think I found the Akashic record on like Dungeon 3 or something. There's all these trolls. Everybody kill the shaman, please. I really do not like troll shamans. They are the worst. But this tidal wave of zombies really does not have much patience for trolls, which is something I am glad of. They're just like a force of nature. Look at them go. Nothing can stop the simulacra. Everybody just, kill whatever happens to be near you. They do so much damage. Oh, come back here. I don't know. I guess they just wandered off and started killing things. That's pretty good. I wasn't paying too much attention. But apparently if you tell them, like, just kill whatever, they're happy to just wander off, forget all about you, and just start killing things. That's kind of like what old summons used to be like, from what I hear. That you could just summon things, and they could wander out of your line of sight. I don't know why they changed it for summons, but not for undead. Because at least with Kiku, you have basically an unlimited supply of generated undead. I'm going to train some stealth, actually. That should help a lot in Tartarus. And fighting, I guess. I'll focus the stealth. It's going to improve a lot faster. We're going to take a little break here to get some magic back. And then it's back to murdering stuff. Another Amulet of Faith. No thanks. No, don't wield the Smoky Brown Potion. Thanks for reminding me. I don't even know what that potion is. It's either Cure Mutation or Poison. But, you know, which one it is doesn't really matter, I guess. Kill the Berserker, please. Cool. I wish the zombies would take more initiative. I'm sure I've said that in a previous video, but having to tell them what to kill all the time. If it attacks you, if some enemy, that is, attacks you or any of your other allies, then the zombies are like, oh, we gotta go fight that. But until it actually starts fighting, or you fight it, or you tell them to fight, they don't really get it. Why are there like... Oh, this is the castle. Huh, I like the castle. What is it going to have in here? Giants, maybe? I guess that makes sense. That explains the sheep. This castle vault is one that gets used in at a lot of different depths. We're now in the place called depths, which makes that a confusing sentence to say, or at least to hear and understand. But what I mean is that like you can see this castle in like dungeon 6, 7. I don't know exactly when it first appears, but it has like knolls in it or something, right? And yeah, giants. So, and then you can see it like in Zot, and it'll have draconians. You see it here, and it has titans. And giants and so on. I'm pretty sure I've seen it with ogres and orcs. So it's usable in a lot of places, and they just modify what mobs there are, and probably how many there are as well. Like in depths, there are more. Let's recall here and get some more corpses and animate all this junk. Like, we really cannot have too many simulacra here. How many do we have? Let's see. There's 6 enemies on the screen and a total of 30, so that's 24 simulacra. Pretty good. Pretty good. Everybody just charge in there, would you? Kill the Titan, please, especially. Like, this is just a ton of damage. You can't put out this much damage per turn with, like, Bolt of Fire. You can probably do it with Firestorm. You can do more damage per turn with Firestorm, but maybe not a lot. And, you know, I guess we're using godly abilities to make this possible. I'm not killing stuff fast enough to generate this many corpses. Or at any rate, I can't get started with this many corpses. Oh, something back here blew up. What was that all about? There must be a fire giant who overheard the commotion on the east side of the castle. Yep. Actually, just kill whatever, everyone, please. I'm gonna have to make some more simulacra here, I guess. They do fall apart rather easily. They're like, I don't know. They're like mobile damage. They're not exactly very tanky. You got to keep them going, it seems like, if you want to clear a whole zone. You can't just summon them and start charging through, because they don't, I don't think they scale with your spell power in terms of their health or their damage. So, you know, if they're, but I mean, they do, like, you get, if you're fighting harder monsters who can kill your stuff faster, then the simulacra you get will be better too, right? Because you're making the simulacra out of tougher monsters. So, I don't know, it kind of scales. But they fall apart so fast that if you don't keep on top of things, you're going to need, like, Kikubukudga to keep you supplied in corpses. And if you don't have her, like, I mean, you can probably do okay, but it's certainly easier this way. Partly explored. Can't reach some places. What? Oh. Auto Explorer was a little bit upset by the some simulacrum died and it left behind a freezing cloud, and Auto Explorer decided that, you know, it's not safe to go through there. Ooh. Honestly, none of this is any good. The large, I mean, a +8 large shield is of, like, even of a thing like electricity resistance. It's pretty cool, but, you know, on a vampire, I'm not putting 25 points into shields, not by the end of the game. So it would make my spells all extremely difficult to cast. I assume my simulacra are all basically gone by now, so we'll just need to make some more. I think we should be done with depths 3 fairly soon. Not like right away, but before long. And that'll be a perfect time to call the video, I think. This Etten is going to tear apart a lot of my stuff. He's impressing me. You got my attention. But you're dead. This looks like a little miniature Cerebov's castle. I would have expected to find like a fire giant in here or something to be a pretend Cerebov, but I guess not. Whatever. It's cute anyway. I've seen it a few times. Speaking of, like, if you like any of these, so there's these pre-made vaults, right? Areas that the random dungeon builder puts in. That were designed by a human, like this castle, obviously, like is not a randomly generated castle, although there is randomness in its design. It was set up to like, put some number of zombies here and like, not zombies, but monsters, and, put the hard monster in one of the one of the 4 corners respectively, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. But if you're interested in this kind of stuff, anybody can design vaults like this and get them added to the game if they're at all well designed. There's always room for more vaults. You end up seeing, each vault somewhat rarely. So I don't know. There's always room for more because the game is random, and you don't want people to see the same vault all the time. And it's not that hard. You don't have to know a lot, to design very basic vaults. You can design more involved and intricate stuff, like the Whiz Labs are. A lot of the stuff in Crawl is, where can't I reach? I was surprised by how much of it is not written in C++, which is what like the game engine is written in. All the code for generating maps and so on, like most of it is in the same code they use to design levels. So, you can start out with small stuff like, this, right? A bunch of crossed columns and, in the middle a gateway to somewhere. It's pretty easy. It doesn't even need much randomization. Just a few, like, put in some demons. And you can build these castles when you got a little more practice, and, once you've got a lot of practice and with the game, you can build this gigantic spiral that's got, like, a whole bunch of hard monsters everywhere. Anyway, I think it's fun. I designed one vault that was, like, 3x3 squares, and then I was like, that was fun, but I haven't really had any good ideas for vaults since then, so that's it. But anyway, we're done with depth 3, which means we're almost done with depths. I mean, there's just 4 and 5 left. And then all we can do is either go to the Abyss or go to Hell, and I think there's not much to be gained in going to Abyss. I don't plan to scum it up for experience. I'm just going to go kill stuff in Hell. But before then, we do have to finish up depths. Don't have to, but we're going to. So that's coming up next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.